so much to my surprise, I went to plug this heater in to keep that genset working, and it worked the living hell out of her. But anyway, I happened to poke my nose down the fuel supply, and it's already breaking through, and it's only down, like, it's still about 6-8 inches above that whatchamahooey. So it's important, I guess, to keep that fully fueled, which is, I guess, why a lot of guys fill it right to the top before they light it. I always just thought, you know, put an hour's worth of fuel in it. Seems to make its way to the top, and that little engine obviously isn't working. It's not drawing that much air through the system. It's enough to keep her warm and keep her going, but that fire seems to climb up. Now that's could be my no shaker kicking me in the ass too. Had I had a shaker on there, I could give her a rattle and keep that fire low. So that may be something I'm gonna have to do. Or like I say, this thing was designed to be bouncing around on a yard tractor, so that might be the way we may still have to try that before we start tearing down that reactor there. So anyway, I'm gonna deem this a half-assed success. Genset worked good. Never had it start that good ever. And the one thing I will mention is, whatever you do to one valve, you basically have to do to the other. It's also very important that we don't lean out our engines. So you always want to use as little air as possible to attain the best possible run. So don't give her full air and then add fuel. You're better off to run it a little on the rich side for your engine's sake. I don't know if wood gas will hotspot a piston, but I'm pretty sure the engine doesn't know the difference. So food for thought. Keep that air valve under wraps. Like, keep her tightened up as tight as you can keep her. And when you really start pouring the coal to these girls, that's kind of where you want to set your fuel at. Remembering that the carburetor's still on here. Without a carburetor on there, we wouldn't have a governor. No governor means we could wind this thing right out, and we don't want to be doing that, especially on a genset. It regulates the power to 120, and you want to leave that system intact. So you could get a lot more wattage out of it by taking off the governor. However, that governor is protecting everything from burn down and whatever's plugged into it. You're relying on your breakers and stuff, which generally speaking is alright, but that could backfire on you. You could melt her down. So just want to leave you with that for now. I'm not much of a computer geek, so I don't spend a lot of time on the computer. I am going to post this, and if there were any comments or that's great, or suggestions, but I'm not really going to sit down and respond to a bunch of stuff, although I'm not saying I wouldn't either. So with that, if there's, you know, I'd like to thank everybody who's helped me get to this point. Virtually everything on this project came from YouTube. I've watched many videos, and those guys are very helpful, and they take the time out of their day to help us out, show us the way. So I've taken literally hundreds of things from YouTube. Lots of wind energy, lots of solar, lots of what else do we do? Aquaponics. We do even a simple greenhouse build. You name it. Most of it comes from YouTube, and it's all guys who've taken the time out of their day to show us what they know. and kind of pass on their mistakes and their successes. So like I say, I'd like to thank everybody out there. It does not just necessarily Gasifier, but a lot of these do-it-yourself projects, and we do a lot here. Quite a bit of wind and solar. Our next project is actually a distiller, a solar distiller, and we're going to do a parabolic water heater. And actually, there's another YouTube project right there. It's a solar tracking device, and just works amazing. It's all that YouTube stuff that's making this possible, and you'll notice how hell of a messy of a shop I have here. I'm sure most guys can relate. Once they get building, they don't think about the mess. They just want to get her done. So anyways, feel free to post any comments, but like I say, I don't spend a lot of time on the computer, but if someone grabs my attention or whatever, if I do get a chance to read some comments, I will maybe respond to what I can anyway. Alright, thank you.